There he is. There he is. That's a good one too, I think. Oh yeah. That's a good one there. What's happening, folks? So it is spring break, and with spring break means that there are going to be lots of tourists flocking to the coast to vacation, and with that comes tourists that are wanting things to do like fish. Look how many people are fishing this jetty. Thought I'd make a tutorial for anyone coming down to our area or really anywhere along the coast. This will be a guide to help you be more successful on your vacation. Oh, there he is, fish on. Also, if you're a local and just looking for some tips, this might help you out as well.
I'll let him cut you off.
Oh, right. This time of year is not only spring break, but it is also the time of year that fish flock to rock jetties. Hey, that's a nice one, man. We have had a lot of success on my main channel lately, jetty fishing for stuff like sheep's head and Spanish. That is my very first of 2021. Pompano are starting to show up, redfish are showing up. We are almost in full spring mode here, and so it's super exciting, but it's also offers a lot of opportunity for you as far as fishing goes. I want to go over exactly what you're going to need on your vacation in order to be successful, because I keep getting a lot of questions. Hey, Brand, I'm visiting Orange Beach, Alabama, or Destin, or Pensacola, or really anywhere in Florida. How do I need to rig? What do I need to do? What can I expect? You're going to learn all that in this video. So let's start with location. Just about anywhere that you're staying along the coastline is going to have a jetty leading out into the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic Ocean if you're on the east side. And this rock jetty right here runs all the way out through the pass. That holds a ton of opportunity. Like I said, there's lots of fish migrating down the beaches this time of year, and they stop at these rock jetties because the food source is plentiful. It's a great habitat. Look at this. What a dub piece, dude. Nice. And you can expect to catch lots of different stuff like sheep's head, redfish, pompano, mangrove snapper, Spanish mackerel, you name it. Sweet, dude. Nice, baby. Yes. Bama Beach Bum putting me on them today. And rigging for a trip like this is going to be super simple. So if you're coming down on vacation and you're wondering what you need to do, just use a simple setup like this right here. This is a 4,000 size reel, okay? This is a Pin Fierce 4,000, and it's spooled with 20-pound braid. Now, if I'm jetty fishing with live bait, fishing for these sheep's head and redfish and stuff, I want to use 20-pound braid because I want to be able to pull these fish out of that structure. This is a real big fish, and he's really going to be tough to get up here. So, and then boom. And 20-pound is strong enough to do that. It's also light enough that you can make a decent cast if you need to. But I wouldn't go any lighter than 20-pound around the jetties because then you risk breaking off.
I'll let him cut you off.
Oh, right. You can even go up to 30-pound if you want to yank these fish out of there better. But that's just it. So this is a 4,000 size reel with a medium extra fast rod. This is actually the 5'11". You don't have to use the 5'11". You can use a 7 foot. I like this little stout 5'11" rod that I'm using right here because it allows me to just pull these fish out of this structure. Super simple. Yep, that's a nice fish.
That rod pulls him straight out.
I know. Now, if I had a longer rod, I would have to play them a little bit, but the longer rod also offers leverage, but you're not going to be able to pull them out quite as good as you would with a stout little 5'11". But it doesn't really matter. It's really more personal preference. That's my basic setup for any type of rock jetty fishing. And why this is good, I can not only live bait fish with this, but I can also, if I need to tie on a lure real quick, I can cast it far enough. I hadn't even been casting for, oh, there he is again. That, you know, I can catch Spanish mackerel and bluefish and stuff like that. Hey, that's a nice one there, man. Ron, we're gonna have to take him home for the catch and cook. Here's a little clip of me yanking a fish out of the rocks with this exact combo just 5 days ago. Ooh, I think I'm getting a bite. Yep, there he is. There's a good one. Oh, oh, oh. I got a good one, guys. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's a nice fish. So as you can see, I pretty much worked that sheep's head with this combo right here. And yeah, I was just super happy with it. And if you want to know like how I'm rigging right here, I was using a fluorocarbon leader. I was using a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I was using a little bitty Eagle Claw 084 number 4 hook because we were sheep's head fishing, and I was using a live shrimp. And I'm going to put me on a little live shrimp like this. I'm going to hook him right behind the head right there. I actually do like live shrimp during the months of March and April. The fish around the jetties seem to eat them very, very well, even better than fiddler crabs. If you're traveling down here and you're planning your vacation, this is super simple, man. This 4,000 reel, you know, get you a decent rod with it, medium extra fast, fluorocarbon leader and a live shrimp, and you're good to go. Now, as far as weight is concerned, I've done a whole video on weight. You can use the least amount of weight that you can get away with. On this video right here, I was using a split shot. And so what I'm doing, guys, is I'm feeding it line with that split shot so that it'll sink down a little bit. And when you're using a split shot, it just looks so much more natural. Now, a split shot is super light. I was letting that shrimp just kind of float down in its natural habitat. I was able to be successful. Sometimes, folks, it'll just get heavy. Like right now, it's gotten heavy, and a lot of times, oh yeah, I'm on. Here's another thing that is super important. Let's say the bait stores are out of live bait, which happens a lot this time of year down here because people are so, the tourists are so plentiful that everybody's going and buying these live baits. The charter boat captains are buying them out as well, and because everybody's fishing. And so if you want to be successful this time of year, pick you up some lures. This is the Salt Native 1 ounce casting spoon. So let's talk about 5 or 6 lures that I'd have with me in the springtime on your vacation to the Gulf Coast. First of all, if let's say the bait stores are out of bait, I have a Berkeley Gulp shrimp right here. And this Berkeley Gulp shrimp is rigged with a 1/4 ounce Mission Fishing jig head. And you can just jig these around the pylons, around the bridge pylons, jetties. There he is, there he is. That's a toad of a fish, guys. We got a nice one. This is a great redfish lure for structure this time of year. So if you want to catch some redfish and you don't have live bait, that's a good go-to. The second thing I would bring is a casting spoon of some sort. Now this is a Salt Native casting spoon right here. It's a 1 ounce casting spoon. You're going to catch a lot of bluefish, a Spanish mackerel, anything that's a fast swimming fish. You have a chance, bonita, you have a chance to catch with that casting spoon right there, as well as this lure right here. Now this is a Tsunami glass minnow. I don't know, I use this more than anything, couldn't even think of the name. Tsunami glass minnow is an insane Spanish mackerel bait. Feeding frenzy out here. Now they're over there. I don't know if I can reach him. I think I may have gotten to him. There he is. There he is. Doesn't cast as far as the spoon, but if the Spanish are close by and you don't need to make a super long cast, that thing is a killer. I also like it because it is a single hook. It's easy to unhook. It's not going to kill the fish if you're releasing them like a treble hook will. So I really like that Tsunami glass minnow. Another thing, let's say the jacks are running, which they do during the spring sometimes, or the big blues or something, get you a Yo-Zuri crystal minnow, man. Great bait. Also, if you're in South Florida and you want to fish the jetties, this Yo-Zuri crystal minnow works great for snook. I've caught a bunch of them on it down there. Let's say that you want to target pompano, okay? I would literally wouldn't throw anything but a wiggler jig. Now, this is a little wiggler jig, and it is an unbelievable bait right here. Unbelievable jig for pompano. And all you do is throw that wiggler jig out and just bounce it off the bottom. Just bounce pretty slow. Make sure it sinks all the way down and just pop it off the bottom. The best pompano jig that I have ever used, hands down. And then the last thing I would bring is some sort of a popper. And this is a popper in case the big blues are around if you want to have some fun with some topwater. So that's it. That would be my arsenal. Very, very simple. You see a lot of people using gotcha plugs this time of year. You can use a gotcha lure as well. It's super popular for Spanish and blues. You can throw them a long ways. I don't have one of those with me, so I didn't mention it, but a gotcha plug works good as well. But that would be my setup, folks. A live shrimp on a Carolina rig or on a split shot. With this setup right here, some sort of a 4,000 size reel, 20-pound braided line, medium extra fast rod, get you a 7.2 because you can do everything with a 7.2, and you're going to be able to catch just about anything out there, unless of course the big jack crevalles start coming by. You still could catch one. It's just going to take you forever to reel him in, so I would advise you to get a little heavier tackle. But other than that, that's pretty much your basic jetty fishing, beach fishing setup if you want to have an opportunity to come down here and be successful on your vacation. So hope you learned something. If you did, shoot me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you have any fishing questions, hit me up in the comment section below. I'll do my very best to answer them. Hope you guys have a great week.